Alright guys, we are live here on YouTube. It is 10:45, so I'm gonna get started here shortly, guys. And I've sent out a lot of emails, and I've put this out there on Facebook and Instagram. So I'm just gonna give this a few minutes to wait for people to come on here, and we will be pre-releasing, or I will be pre-releasing the first track off my new album Masterpiece here at 11 o'clock. I see one person just joined. Thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna get started here in a few minutes, guys. I'm gonna give you like the full shebang on the song called Dragon's Flame. So before we get started, I'm just gonna jam just for a little bit here for you guys. This is kind of what you're gonna hear. Alright, we've got some more folks coming on. I know I expect a lot of people to be on this thing. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the pre-release of my very first track called Dragon's Flame. This is off the new album Masterpiece. And that is going to be... Oh, I see the Pipe Nuke. Hey Ed, what's going on, dude? If you guys are into pipes, go check out the Pipe Nuke here. Sometimes I accidentally call it the Pipe Nuke, but we're not trying to nuke the world or anything. It's the Pipe Nuke. So thanks, dude, for joining, man. Guys, I'm going to be showing, I'm going to say this several times for new folks coming in, but I'm going to be sharing the full track called Dragon's Flame with you. I'm pre-releasing this track. Remember, Masterpiece gets released on Friday the 13th next month, so September 13th. That's going to be coming out, the full album. But I wanted to give you guys a full track here, and it's going to be exclusive on YouTube here, and you guys are going to hear that in a few minutes. Right at 11 o'clock. I know that's what you set your reminders for here. But I wanted to come on live here and tell you guys a little bit about the track. And I know we're kind of a couple minutes in here. So let me get started. So Dragon's Flame, again, track number 1 on the album Masterpiece. You guys are about to hear the full song in just a few minutes here on YouTube, exclusively on YouTube, nowhere else. The funny thing is, if you were to go back on my YouTube channel and look up another song, I think it's called Wings of Destruction. It's actually kind of similar to this song. I kind of rewrote it. But Dragon's Flame is almost like, I don't want to say anti-bullying because that term is just so overused. But I was picked on a lot when I was a kid. And Dragon's Flame is about not necessarily a kid. It could be anybody who is in this world and they just feel powerless and helpless. You know, maybe they're not as strong as their peers, you know, or it could even be brought up like in the workforce, you know, or the corporate world, for example. Ugh, that sounds very boring. But you know, any place, if you guys have ever been in any place in life where you feel like you're kind of helpless and powerless, and you feel like everyone around you just has a skill set that you just don't have, and you're just not quite up to par, and you just kind of feel buried, and then people around you, that are stronger and that have that power are taking advantage of you. You know, they're stepping on you, they're pushing you down. So Dragon's Flame is your song. And again, you guys are about to hear it in about, I have to look back at my clock here, in about 11 minutes here. You guys are about to get the full song. But Dragon's Flame kind of comes from that perspective. You'll read the lyrics. Actually, this video, who's on here? Robert, dude, thanks for joining. Oh, dude, thank you for joining, dude. You guys can check out Robert Pierce's video down there too. He's got some really cool stuff. Thank you guys for joining. But Dragon's Flame is coming from that perspective of, you know, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm trying to do my best, but all these people around me are just stepping on me and take advantage of me, and I don't have the power or the strength to overcome this. And what happens in Dragon's Flame, though, here's the twist. Here's the plot twist here. What happens in Dragon's Flame is you have this world that you've created, and you're trying to summon these MFers. I don't like to curse on camera, so I'm just gonna say MFers. But you're summoning these people to your world that you've created. And one of the lines in Dragon's Flame that makes it so, hey Rob, what's going on, dude? The flip-flop pirate there. Thanks for joining, dude. What makes the song so unique, though, you're bringing these people into your world that you've created, right? Whether it be a fantasy world or magical or in your head, whatever it is. And in your world, they have to obey your rules, right? You're bringing them like, and that's one of the lyric lines where I was going with this is where the dragon's flame consumes all that's wrong. So here's kind of a riff. And again, for those of you just coming on, the premiere's lyric video is gonna go here in about 10 minutes, at 11 o'clock. So we're gonna hang out until then. But here's one of the riffs. This is kind of the intro. So you'll hear a little bit of that, just kind of a sneak preview for there. Strings of Chaos, thanks for joining. I can read some of the comments. I'm filming this on my iPhone. It's my iPhone 7. I think it's time to upgrade to that X. Do you guys have the iPhone X? And, just let me know, is that like something, is that like worth me upgrading to? Because I usually do all my YouTube filming on the iPhone here. It does better than a lot of cameras. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So again, guys, for those of you coming on this new Dragon's Flame, I will be releasing the full lyric video, so you'll get to read the lyrics to the entire song here at 11 o'clock. And you know, this is a powerful song. This song really hits home. You know, and I wrote this song, man. I wrote this song probably about 7 or 8 years ago. I started writing the music to it. And then I started writing the lyrics, and again, I want to kind of go over this for the newcomers here. You know, Dragon's Flame is sort of like an anti-bully song. You know, you're getting kind of thrown under the bus here. All those around you just seem to be more stronger and more powerful. And this, you know, this stems way back to my childhood of getting picked on. You know, I was one of those. I was this real skinny kid. Those of you who picked up my book, Heavy Metal and Weights, and thank you for buying that, by the way. You read about that story, how I got picked on a lot. Skinny kid, got picked on, wasn't as strong as everybody else. You know, but in your head, you have this other realm that you've created. You have this other world that you have created. And in Dragon's Flame, in this song, you're summoning those people to your world. It's like, okay, I played by your rules. You were bigger than me. You were stronger than me. But now you're in my world. And you have to abide by my rules. And again, the line in Dragon's Flame that really just captures the whole thing is, in this land, in this world, it's where the Dragon's Flame consumes all that's wrong. So that's, my cable just came out. That's like the story behind it. So we are premiering that, and man, counting down, dude, 7 minutes, so 6.5 minutes here. So let me just get some jam time with you guys real quick here before this pops up. And again, the premiere of the song, the lyric video, you guys are on YouTube now. So the live feed here, I'm gonna shut it down like right before 11 o'clock, but stay on YouTube because the premiere video is gonna launch at that time. And then that's, I'm gonna be able to chat with you guys. So you'll be watching YouTube if you're watching it on your desktop. I think you can chat on your phone too. We'll be like chatting with hot babes. Remember from Napoleon Dynamite? I always thought that was hilarious. I gave you guys all these side notes that just come out of nowhere. Anyway, so that will start at 11 o'clock, at 11 a.m. here in about 6 minutes, 5.5, 6 minutes. And again, it's the lyric video, it's the full song, right? This is the full track. And you guys get to hear that. And I'll be on to chat with you as well. So you'll be able to chat with me in a little window. I think there'll be a window up here somewhere that you can chat with me. So I'll be online to chat. Someone just asked what kind of pickups I have in this guitar. Guys, this is actually, Dragon's Flame was recorded with this guitar. Now, you see these, you see 7 of these, not 6. And it's my first 7-string guitar. And when I wrote Dragon's Flame, 6 minutes, Ed. Thanks, dude. 6 minutes. When I wrote Dragon's Flame, initially I recorded it with this guitar here. It was my 6-string. This is an ESP M1000 Deluxe. This is a badass guitar. I love this thing, man. This is awesome. I've had this for like 8 years. But I picked this up about a year ago. This is the ESP E2 Horizon FR7 model. Because I struggled, you guys know I struggled going back and forth. What do I do, 6-string, 7-string? Because I wanted to be heavier because I was recording death metal. This is like a melodic death metal song, which you're about to hear soon. But I wanted it to be a little bit heavier, but I didn't want to just play low notes for the sake of playing heavier, because I didn't want to lose my ability to riff. You know, I didn't want to just play heavy, 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 because that gets boring. I wanted to riff around. Oh, and someone just asked what pickups are in here. The pickups on this guitar are the EMG 707s. And one of the things that inspired me to buy this guitar is because Jeff Loomis uses these pickups. Now, he plays Schecter guitars, but I'm a big Jeff Loomis fan, man. I followed him when he was in Nevermore. Now he's with Arch Enemy. So very, very cool. So, guys, we have like 4 minutes left before the premiere. I am excited about this song because, about this entire album. And I wasn't going to do a pre-release, but I'm like, you know, man, September 13th, that's the album release date, so mark your calendars for that, September 13th. I was kind of struggling. I'm like, I wanted to give you guys more, though, before that came out. So this song, again, this pre-release song is exclusive right here on YouTube. And again, 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes left. And you guys will hear the whole thing. It's the full lyric video. You'll get to read all the lyrics. The artwork on here, Elizabeth DeDeuce, she created that for me. She's affiliated with one of my friends that's in the band Homerick. They're in New York, and actually I just finished recording tracks for them a couple months ago, which was awesome. That'll be something else coming out. But yeah, so you'll see the artwork on here, and then you'll see the lyrics go by and all that good stuff. So that's going to be cool. But yeah, guys, this is my first album with a 7-string guitar. It's my first vocal album, so I was really nervous about it, you know, but extremely excited about it at the same time. There's a mixture. Actually, this particular song probably has the most range of vocals in here. You've got some clean vocals, if you can call it that. You've got some Dave Mustaine style in there, and then you've got some death metal. You get some death metal vocals in there too. So it's really diverse in nature in that aspect. But it is, I consider it melodic death metal. You guys can call it whatever you want and tell me, because that kind of helps me label my music. Sometimes, I don't know what my music is. I just write it, put it out there, and you guys, you let me know what it is. But we've got 2 minutes left. Let me see the seconds on here, guys. Hold on. Wow, we're counting down, guys. We got less than 2 minutes left. Guys, put in the comments here, and like when we have like 30 seconds, give me like a 30-second countdown. You don't have to like do 30, 29 and such, but just tell me when the 30 seconds are up. I don't have a clock up here in front of me. So. Really excited about this, guys. So again, Dragon's Flame, you guys are going to get to hear the entire song, right, start to finish. There's no interruptions here. You'll read all of the lyrics on this track, and it's just going to be out there. This is the pre-release song, and it is going to play here soon at 11 o'clock. And again, guys, I'll still be on. I'm going to cut the live feed here in a few seconds. But just stay on YouTube, watch the premiere, right? You go to that premiere. Most of you have already set reminders on that, so that should pop up anyway if you already set your reminder. But go to my YouTube, after I cut this live feed, make sure you're hanging around for that. And guys, we're at 59, so I'm gonna cut the live feed, guys. So make sure you stay on YouTube for the next few seconds. I will be on live to chat with you as well, guys. So I'll see you on the premiere in about 30 seconds.